Hi guys. Okay, this is really short. I just really want to remind you of this before you start this assignment. So, one of the things that we're moving on to is combining, and I'm using combining numbers that we have three or more of, and they're going to be positives and negatives. So we're still looking for the same clues that we've always looked for. If temperature is going up, we're going to make that positive. If it's going down, we're going to make that negative. If you're going up in height, that's positive. Down in depth would be negative. And so really look for these clues. But this is the strategy that I want to remind you. So what I really want you to do is take a problem and put all your positive numbers on the left side and combine those. And put all your negative numbers on the right side and combine those so that when you are done, you have a problem that you feel really comfortable and confident solving. So let's look at one of these problems. So a diver went to 25.65 feet below the surface. So we're going to put that on the negative side. And then 16.5 feet further down. So we're going to also put that on the negative side. He then rose 12.45 feet. So we're going to put that on the positive side. Okay, and we know no matter what, this is negative and this is positive. So by leaving this negative sign in between, will have a more simple problem when I'm done. So I'm going to combine these. So whenever I'm combining things with same signs, I get to add. And that's kind of why I'm doing it this way. There's nothing to combine here, so I'm going to keep my 12.45. And I know when I'm done, this is going to be a negative. So I'm adding. So 5, 11, keep my decimal, 12, 2, 3, 4. So once I'm done with all of this, I don't need it. Now all I need are these two numbers. And I kind of reanalyze what's going on. So I don't want you to do this on your paper, but just for the sake of what I'm doing, I'm going to erase so that we really can focus on what we've created here. So this is a negative 42.15 and a positive 12.45. So we ask ourselves our rules again. Same sign or different signs? Different signs. So I know I'm subtracting. And then I'm going to keep the sign of the bigger number. So let's kind of analyze this. I have to subtract the 42.15 from the 12.45. I have to do big number minus small number. There's no other way to do the math. So I'm going to do 42.15 minus 12.45. Okay, and then the other thing that I can make the decision on, and sometimes it's good to do this ahead of time, is what sign my answer is going to be. 42 is bigger than the 12, and the 42 is negative. Now I know a lot of you are like, yeah, but that's a minus. Nope. This negative minus goes with this number, the number behind it. So that makes this whole value negative. And the only way that would change is if I had a second negative, which we've learned turns positive, but we don't. So I know, since 42 is bigger, that my answer is also negative. So now all I need to do is finish this subtraction problem. Carry 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I need to carry. So 11, 9, and 2. So 29.70, and I know that it's negative. And remember, you want to, because this is a word problem, and you're going to see this problem, so when you get to it, hopefully you'll remember. So you can say the diver is 29.7 feet below the surface. You could, and if you say that, then we wouldn't need the negative anymore. Okay, so a nice answer would be 29.7, because you don't have to say the 0. We would want to say the 0 if we were talking money, but we don't need to if we're talking depth. So 29.7 feet below the surface. Okay, because we use the word below, we don't need the negative. So I really want you to try this strategy where you're putting your positives and your negatives, and then you're really just analyzing what you have left, knowing that this negative goes with the number behind it. And I know that this wasn't our problem, but just to remind you, If there was a second negative here for whatever reason, because you might see that, both of them turn positive, which isn't the case, so don't get confused. I just wanted to throw that out there, so if you see a problem like that, you remember, okay?